Man, y'all, Ben Johnson might have just found a new weapon, and you are not ready for it. You want to know who? Keep it locked. Welcome, everybody, back to an all-new episode of CHI Go Bears. As always, it's your boy, John J. And wait, with me once again, that's that man. That's that dude, D Snow from the Go. What's going on, cuzzo?
Man, another day in the life of a Bears fan, man. Hey, it feels good to be a Bears fan, man. You know what I'm saying? We used to have to take the back seat and watch everybody else get all the headlines and be excited and try to follow, but now it's all about us, and I'm loving this, man. I'm loving the attention, and I'm loving it. Now we finally getting on the field to see what it looks like. So I'm
That's a
excited, man. How
fact.
you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Equally as excited.
Yes, sir.
We got I always love it when the Bears is in the forefront, and we got some NBA Finals kicking off tonight. So I'm
Yeah,
down.
man.
I'm down. And ladies and gentlemen, before we get into this, because we ain't gonna take up too much of your time, y'all want to get into that game tonight. But before we get into it, help us out. Get down there and drop a like, share this thing, subscribe, because we get busy over here. So come on here, kick it with your boys, and have yourself a good old time.
Yes, sir.
But D Snow, man, the OTAs, the mandatory mini camps, just officially wrapped up earlier today. Now there is another OTA session next week, but this will be for the youngins, mostly the rookies. So the vets are pretty much gone until training camp.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of information these
Yeah.
last couple of days, D Snow.
Yeah.
We talked about day one. But day two, we didn't really do a episode yesterday, so we got some notes from both days. So we're just gonna get into some of the stuff we learned, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson got on that podium every single day, and he did a good job of keeping us informed. Like things like Caleb is starting to look more comfortable in Ben Johnson's offense.
Yeah.
That's very important. But D Snow, just because I know you looked at it too, I know you got a bunch of notes, so I don't want to step over what you got, but just a little bit about Ben Johnson before we get into some of the other guys that stepped up to the podium. What did you like or dislike about his thoughts on how things are moving along?
There's nothing to dislike about what Ben Johnson is doing, saying. Hey, the dude could walk and chew bubblegum, and I love it, bro. Like it's like what we've been needing this whole time. He got that Chicago feel, that tough guy. Like you could tell that he commands the room. You could tell that he's in control of this situation. And I just love the way he's just like forceful with it. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're doing. This is what's going on. He is forceful with everything. Like this is how it is. There's no like maybe everything he's saying, he's basically laying it out like this guy's gonna do that. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be like this. We're gonna take care of that. And it's just gets you excited as a fan to see the product on the field. And like he said, hey, we find, we've been doing all of this, practicing and drilling, and we finally got a chance to really see what it looks like on the field. And he was pretty excited. Especially, hey, he really was excited about that 2-minute drill that they did today.
Man,
He was really excited
what they
about
say
that.
they did like a 90-yard drive on a 2-minute drill.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, they said Caleb was slinging that thing around. And the thing
Man.
what I like about what I heard today is the defense was looking, the defense was hunting, they were trying to do their thing, but at the same time, that offense was clicking. The offense was really clicking. I mean, you were hearing other names, these new guys catching balls that deep down the field. I like the one play they talked about with, Caleb rolled out the pocket on the run, one of those, Mahomes type throws, and that's what you want to hear,
Absolutely.
and then right at the
And
end, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but I liked how Ben mentioned how he was on Caleb ass for messing up, but those are it's fewer and far in between now.
Yeah.
And he also made sure to mention how he appreciates how well he's responding to the coaching and making the improvements because he does want to be perfect.
No, and that's what you're hearing from everybody, though. You're hearing that, hey, and I can't wait till we get in a little bit because I've been riding that Tyreek guy for a long time, and I can't wait to give him some love today because I've been on his back. I wanted him
Yeah,
off the team, and
yeah, you did.
today he reeled me back in. I ain't gonna lie. But hey Ben, you can tell that he's starting to will put his will over the team. The guys are starting to talk like him. They're starting to say the same things. They're starting to believe and buy into whatever he's bringing already. Everybody's saying the right things, and I love when they talk about, okay, this happened, we talked, and it's over. And it's not
Yeah,
like a long drawn out thing, and we got to go back and forth. It ain't gonna happen again. That's what everybody says. It's not. I'm loving
and
this,
they
man.
appreciate the intensity.
They see, that's the big thing we're hearing from everybody that's in Hallis Hall, that's at the practices. Intensity, intensity, and I
Hmm.
love it, man. That's what we want to see from our coach. And you know how that goes, man. Hey, what did I say about the Dan Campbell thing? I'm really seeing a lot of similarities. So, and it took a little while for Detroit to buy into the Dan Campbell thing. They sucked at first, but man, oh man, that team has really grown into something great, and they didn't have what we had. So this is a chance to jumpstart that and push that forward a little bit, and not have to wait years where we can get this thing kicking off right away. And Ben is, and hey, looks like he's the man for the job, man. It looks like he's everything that we thought. He's the boy wonder, man. So we just need to see some wins. I'm loving what we at though.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And I also like how one of the guys, one of the reporters, local reporters, asked him in this day 2 interview who was standing out in camp so far, and he didn't have an answer, but he asked him to come back and ask him again day 3, and he was ready for that answer. And he named Dom Robinson, who was an interesting name to hear, Dominique Robinson. That's
Huh?
that receiver converted into edge from about 4 years ago. Ryan Poles' first draft that hasn't showed up at all. Has kind of been a big old nothing burger. But it's good to hear that he was kind of impressive in this camp. Well, so far to this point, rather.
Yeah, yeah,
Ruben Hippolyte, the 4th round pick that we got this year, the linebacker out of Maryland. He was mentioned as somebody who's showing really real improvement. Joel Wilson, who I believe is undrafted wide receiver.
uh,
And then Kyle Monungai, 7th round running back.
yeah.
So it was good to see that,
Yeah, they
two
say
of
he
the
punched.
two of
Yeah,
the
they say he
guys
punched it
is
in. He punched it in at the
yeah.
end of that long drive. So that was good to hear that the rookie, getting in touch with that first team too. So, hey man, let's go, Ben. Show us what you got, man. Whip these boys
Yeah.
into shape.
It was good to see
Yeah,
both a couple of rookies named on there as far as seeing good progress.
yeah, yeah.
So definitely like to see that. And we're gonna get into Stevenson real quick, but before I also want to just matter of fact, I'll come to that point later. Let's
Okay.
go jump into Stevenson because I know you want to talk about him, and I like just the fact that he mentioned how he loves being in Dennis Allen's
Yeah,
defense
yeah,
and how
yeah.
much his style fits Tyreek's strengths.
Yes.
He said that defense allows him to make some money,
Yeah.
and I like
Hey,
that because that's real. And he
and
don't,
it's
he getting that. He looking forward to that fresh
look,
start after
and,
that
and,
Hail
and
Mary
him and
play.
Dennis Allen already had some type of relationship from what he was saying. So this is a chance to rekindle that and
From the
get things.
work, I think he said from the workout, from the coming into the league. I think he
Yeah,
worked
yeah.
out with him.
So they
Yeah,
already kind of knew each other, and it looks like that relationship is already building. And the thing is, Tyrique Stevenson is a great talent. That's the one thing I never say when I dog and I talk about that play and how he messed up that game. He's a great talent.
it's between their
And
eyes.
there it is. It's all about getting that head right, getting that head in the game. And it looks like Dennis Allen might be, pushing the right buttons when it comes to him, and maybe he's going to bring the best play out of Tyreek. And I love it, man. He said the right things when they talked about the
He
mistake he
ready to
made.
quiet the noise.
Hey, bro. And when they asked him questions about the mistake, he handled it head on. He didn't get upset. He didn't do the JJ Reddick and grab his book bag and walk out. He handled it like a man. He didn't flinch. He said, "Look, man, I made a mistake. I did it. I felt bad. It's over. And I love that, man. He owned up to it. And let's move on. That's what you want to see from a grown man that makes a mistake. And I respect that man totally for that. Let's go out there and play ball.
And we got to remember they're not too far removed from being kids.
Yeah,
These are
they're young boys.
kids,
They're young men. They are young men playing a grown man's game. So it's all
and
good,
giving
man.
millions.
Get
How you
man.
you gonna act like, man? Can't nobody tell me nothing when
Yeah,
you that
man.
young.
I'm telling you, like, look at Stephon Diggs. Moving on. But What's my name? What's my name? But hey, and then that same presser though, man. And that same presser, man. Brisker, man. Brisker really showed me a lot too. You know, with everything he had to say when he was up there. I did not know that the concussion he had was that bad. I think they said it
Yeah,
was
it knocked him out of the
vascular
season.
concussion. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it ended his season.
He had to go
Yeah.
see a specialist, and he had to do a lot of things. And hey, the
But
big thing.
wait, why you on? I'm sorry, but why you on that
Go
point
ahead, go ahead.
with that concussion? Because I don't want to skip over that.
Okay.
Because that was a big deal, and they talked about how depression started to take hold from that.
Wow.
All kinds of things. Whether or not he was going to continue to play, so
Wow.
much stuff came from that. That type of a concussion, and they say these are normal things that people go through after experiencing that.
Yeah.
You know, he had that's tough for a kid. He 23, 24, somewhere around there, to have to worry about, am I able to play this anymore?
Yeah, football is a tough
what
game.
is the quality of my life now? Like, I felt bad, but I know how much of a dog Jaquan Brisker is, and I know that he's gonna use this.
He's a talented kid. I mean, and I ain't gonna lie, I felt like his whole aura, the whole time he was up there, was just crazy, bro. He said, "Man, did y'all miss me?" Like, hey, my man, hey, he started off with that, and the biggest thing he said, and I think this comes from anybody that loves their family name. They was asking about, was he gonna be able to handle it and its toughness? He's like, "I'm a Brisker."
I'm a Brisker.
I was like, I'm a Brisker. I'm like, let me look this name up. He said it like he was a Rockefeller or something.
We
like,
do this.
Hey, bro, I love that intensity. Hey, man, I love seeing that from that kid. And like I said, everybody is giving us the same type of feel. Like, you could tell that Ben is channeling that energy from him into these guys. And but Brisker really, I really enjoyed listening to him talk and just go in detail about what he went through. He had to go see a specialist and everything, and then be back and ready to go. We're gonna need that kid. He's a great talent, and we need to see him flying around and making plays.
Absolutely, I want to see him get him a nice contract, because he was drafted right there with Kyler Gordon, same year, same round. So it's time for him to get paid too. And the trend was looking like he was heading to star level before the concussion. So I think he could still get back there. Yeah, and I like how he goes out there on the road and does the little quiet the crowd, his little move, like the nerve. Like I love that kid. I love his moxie.
Yeah, he's a bear. He's a bear in and out. True and true.
100%. 100%. Somebody else that's a bear who I don't know how well known he was coming out of college. I knew who he was, obviously, but it was one of the knocks on him. He was a little slow off the ball and all of that. And I'm talking about second year or third year now, defensive tackle Jaquan Brisker. Not Jaquan Brisker. We just talked about Jaquan Brisker. Javon Dexter, senior,
Dexter Senior,
out of Florida.
Yeah.
He's added something different every single year. Last year, he worked out as an edge, so he came in a lot more leaner. This year, he added more lean muscle. In his physique, he's cut. You can tell he is going to be a beast. And they got him playing nose tackle. And we talking about it. This dude about 6'6", 6'7", 330. And he's lean, and he's playing like an edge and working on speed. Yeah. He has the potential to be a very scary individual, D Snow. And in year 3, he's leading the defensive practices. He's bringing people together, calling it in. He is completely
they
turned
saying
into
that he's Green's guy right now. They say he's Green's guy right now.
He's turned into somebody.
They said this is the guy that Green is leaning on. They said, Alan, Alan. I'm sorry, Alan. That's what I mean. I'm sorry, I said Alan. But I thought it was crazy when he got to talking about how in high school he used to watch Sweat and Grady Jarrett. He said, I wanted to be like those guys. Now I'm playing with them.
That's
and I
crazy.
think iron sharpens iron. And imagine a guy that excited, that's already looking that good, to be excited to play with guys that he mentored after. And man, the energy coming from all of those kids, man. Like, hey man, I can't wait to see us hit somebody else. I don't want to hurt nobody. I can't wait to see what we look like against another team, man, because the intensity.
And we got training camp. We got 2 different teams we practicing with.
Who we practice? Have they announced them yet?
Yeah, I believe Dolphins and give me a second. I can look it
Okay.
up. You can continue your point while I do. Uh,
Oh yeah. No, basically, Dexter Senior, like you said, for some reason, this kid decided that, hey, I want to be the man this year. He see what's going, and that's the thing. It's a clean slate. So if you come in and you bring everything you got, and you go out there and you go out the position, you got a chance of playing. Look at Ozzie Tripolo. Look at Desmond. Look at Dexter. These guys are out here, young guys, getting ready to. You're gonna see a lot of these guys coming up because they are taking that opportunity and they running with it, and that's what's important. I mean, especially in football, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the two teams that they will be playing are the Dolphins and the Bills.
Okay, for sure.
Though they're gonna have two joint practices, so that's gonna be good.
We get to see the
Um,
MVP.
the chance to hit somebody else, and the we play both teams in the preseason, so
Yeah.
that'll be fun to see. The Dolphins are the preseason opener, August 10th. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's gonna be fun to see when they get a chance to put hands on somebody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
They might want to bubble wrap Tua during that practice.
He probably not gonna be out there, bro.
You're gonna have a bubble suit, bubble boy. Put him in a guardian outfit, a guardian sweatsuit with the cap.
Man.
But one more thing I wanted to get into, and I know you got other notes, so if you got some additional notes, you can add in. But one last thing I got in mind, D Snow, is the new potential weapons. Dun dun dun. Hey man, Ben Johnson is maniacal.
Yeah.
He,
Hey, we
ladies and
saw it with the
gentlemen,
Lions, though. We saw it with the
he got
Lions.
offensive linemen out here running routes, y'all. He got the offensive linemen running routes. And what did we see? We saw a big man who wasn't right.
Yeah.
Was it right? Darnell Wright with
It
the
was
one
down there
hand to
right.
grab?
With the one-handed grab, and it looked athletic. It didn't look
How did
bad. It wasn't like a mistake. It looked like I've done this before.
D Snow, as a Bears fan, how did that make you feel?
Hey
What
man,
what
Mark.
coursed through your veins when you saw
Hey,
that?
I was excited. All I see is goal line. Hey, hey, 78 reporting as a receiver. That's what I saw. Hey, I smell all. What did I say in the beginning of all of this? Hey, man, the Bears are gonna average at least 26 to 30 points a game next season. We are gonna put up some points, and it's gonna come
Yeah,
from all over the place. We got weapons everywhere, and if our linemen can catch like that, did you also see they threw a few to Caleb too?
yeah.
That could be. Hey, we could
What
we
you
could
call
run.
it? Case Keenum called a
Hey, we
pass.
can run that play. We can run that in around, and he can shoot out and shh. Hey, and the thing is, it was a rainy day. It was raining so much it looked like snow, and them boys still had a great day, played ball, and that's what you want to see, man. It wasn't even sun out there today, and this was the best practice so far. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the next couple of days, and for the next couple of months coming up.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a chance to see an offense we've never seen before. Not in
Big
Chicago.
facts. Big
Not in
facts.
Chicago. This is about to be different. We've
Yeah.
seen some amazing defenses, historically great defenses. We haven't been privy to an offense like this, not for our team. This shit about to be different, y'all.
This ain't your Rex Grossman Bears.
And on
This
the
ain't.
way, and real quick too, I want to mention Tyson Bagent. Tyson Bagent is just he got an aura trophy.
Oh, no doubt, man.
he
He's a
talk.
professional too.
You remember that's the kid whose father is the
Oh
arm
yeah,
wrestler, and you see it all over him. When
yeah.
he interviewed, he was like, what did he say? Oh yeah, we having a party. I don't want to see none of y'all asses there. Talking to the reporters.
Hey, I mean, look at me tatted up. Come on, man. Hey, hey. The thing is, he could be starting somewhere. He's a great player, and to be
He's
sitting behind and doing what he's doing with Caleb, that's a real professional right there. And he's ready to step up in any moment. But I love that kid though. Yeah, he's a great interview, and yeah, you could tell he used to watch Dad, and he learned a little bit how to work the crowd.
yeah, he's stunting like his daddy. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, please, 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 if you got something out of it, you enjoyed how we get down, man, drop us a like, man. Share this
Yeah,
thing with some of your partners and let them know we get busy over here. So subscribe, turn on that bell for the notifications so you don't miss out on a single thing we drop. And you can come over here and get busy with us or get at us in the comments. Let's
holla at your
continue that
boy.
conversation.
Yes, sir.
But D Snow, you got anything for the peoples before we skedaddle on up out of
Hey,
here?
the Cubs are the #1 best
Talk about it.
team in all of baseball. Yep.
Talk
I
about
know
it.
right now we got the best record in the National League, but man, our Cubs are really having a great season. I know it's still early, but 17 games over 500 in any world is a great season so far. So go Cubs, go. Hopefully they can channel that over to our Bears and we can just keep winning. And then the Bears can channel that over to the Bulls. Let's keep this Shot Town winning.
That's a fact. That's a
Yeah, yeah,
fact.
yeah.
And then we see some news about the White Sox being controlling
Oh,
interests is being taken over.
wow. Jerry Reinsdorf is finally letting go of the reins. He's finally taking his hand off of the grips of the team. And at 89 years old, it's about time. It's about time. And now we are all praying that he does the same with the Bulls. The thing that he said he don't
Well,
really like that much.
I think his son is Michael Reinsdorf been running the Bulls for a couple years anyway.
Dang. So we stuck with one of them for a while.
I'm more worried about us being stuck with Arturus. AK. Like
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
mess this you
we
got this
get.
an important off season, AK.
Yes, it
Don't
is.
mess this up.
Hey, cause all I'm hearing is they finna break it up. So you see, I've been rocking my Bulls stuff. I'm hearing they finna. And man, nobody wants to go back to that. The baby Bulls and all that. We don't want to do that. Let's
Yeah.
keep building. Nobody wants to start over. So,
So I'm
but yeah,
watching
man.
that. I'm watching with a close eye.
Oh, close eye. Hey, for our basketball fans though, the final start tonight. Enjoy basketball. Make sure y'all come check us out. Please like, share, subscribe. Continue to comment. We are loving the comments. We love hanging out with y'all, and we're gonna continue to bring that fire.
Absolutely. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, as always, bet down Chicago. But aside from that, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we're showing up. Holla.
Stay dangerous, Shot Time. We love y'all. See y'all next episode. Peace out.
Yes, Sirski. Peace.